I woke up left out on the porch, making too much noise. Up all last night, baby, up all last night. Party all night long, there is nothing wrong, baby, it's alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Took a look at myself for a minute, I've been too washed out and I stopped to rethink it. Bad vibes are coming like waves, I had to decide why I wanna break down. For a minute it's okay to take a second just to let the intermission happen. You see how slowly definitions faded out of reminiscences on the past time. Drinking in new times, I'm having the best life. How we roll, 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 we've been dancing till we fall. Drinking red wine on the weekends just to run away. Go, 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 I don't want to let this feeling go. I woke up left out on the porch, making too much noise. Up all last night, baby, up all last night. Party all night long, there is nothing wrong, baby, it's alright. Everything's gonna be alright. I don't really care that outside is a mess. I just really wanna find a way out of the stress. I feel tired, I wanted to rewind, maybe just rewrite another.
Good.
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, I think that's great. Sound is live. Everybody can hear me. We're live on the Instagram and the YouTube and the Facebooks. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Wine Talk with Tesh. It's your boy Tesh. I'm so excited that you guys are here because this is going to be I don't want to say that. It's not the last Wine Talk with Tesh. We're just taking a break for the month of October because I am celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the business. And that means that my clients are going to get an invitation to like a little private party. So thank you for joining me live. I appreciate you. I love you. And I'm here for you. If you want to become my client, now's probably a good time. Go to winewithtesh.com and buy some goddamn wine. But you will get a... can I move the laptop camera? Oh, no, that's Joni.
That's me.
Jordan's over here communicating with us via Morse code.
The problem is everything's a little bit...
Thanks, Jordan. There we go. There you go, Joni. That's perfect. Right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got 2 thumbs up.
Now Instagram is not so great, but it's good enough, right?
No, Instagram looks perfect.
Okay.
You're square center in the feed. Yeah, you're good.
It's not.
Hey, we have all the technical difficulties ironed out prior to getting started this evening. We are very, very excited to have you. Thank you very much. I think I should just talk like this the entire night. Somebody earlier today was like, that's really offensive to your people. And I was like, is it though? I mean, I did IT for 5 years. That's kind of what I expect when I call IT. Auntie Nora is in the building. I don't know if you saw that, Joni, but she said, handsome Tesh and the beautiful Joni.
Oh, thank you, Nora. That's very kind of you.
Dang, girl. If you're into girls, I think you might be into Nora. All right, anyways. Without further ado, Joni, thank you so much for making time to hang out with us tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you for inviting me.
You're the best, dude. Obviously, we
Except that I'm not a dude. Sorry.
Fine. You're the best, dudette. All right. God
okay, good. I know. Sorry.
What are your pronouns? Do you prefer to be called they or? All right, I'm gonna stop. Anyways,
okay.
For those of you who are watching, please pour yourself a glass of Vallee by Onze Muller Thurgau. Muller Thurgau. How do you pronounce it, Joni? I want to know.
It's actually, you know what? I had to look it up. Because I thought it was this, but I just wanted to make sure before I went live. It's Muller Thurgau.
Thurgau. Oh, it's a T. Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Okay, yeah. The more you know. I've always pronounced it. So Thurgau.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I've always pronounced it the wrong way then. The more you know. Welcome to Wine Talk with Tesh. We're your friendly neighborhood sommelier. Doesn't know shit about wine. All right. Joni. Tell us about Cave de Onze, if you don't mind. Who is this producer?
Cave de Onze. commune is it's a commune actually of the vineyard owners there in the Alpine towns in Valle d'Aoste. So it's a cooperative, and they're just making wine, really quality wine from indigenous grapes mostly, or obscure grapes. So in this case, this is not indigenous to Valle d'Aoste, but it is a obscure and an alpine grape, Merlot Thurgau. And so they wanted to play around with it and see how it would do in their alpine vineyards, and it does very well there.
Where is the grape traditionally found?
From Switzerland is where it was established by Hermann Muller in the town of Thurgau.
Oh,
Hence,
very
Muller
clever
Thurgau.
planning on that.
And it just had its 150th anniversary of being, I guess, established as a grape variety. So it's one of the newer noble grapes out there. It was made through grafting Riesling, or combining Riesling, and they used to think it was Sylvaner, but actually it's not Sylvaner. It was Madeleine Royale is the other grape. So what they were looking for at the time was a grape that had better year-to-year consistency, because they were having a little trouble with that. Grapes growing to the full ripeness each year. So they did, this is actually something that this seemed to solve the problem. So it's a consistently quality grape. And it's, quality meaning it tastes good. It's also kind of crowd pleasing, as if you've already tasted it, could probably tell.
For sure. Well, I was a huge fan, obviously, when I initially tasted it. So that's why I wanted to feature it in a Tesh Talk box. So I'm glad that you put this in front of me. Because as soon as I tasted it, I was like, holy crap, that's really, really good. And you were like, I know, right? And I was yeah. Like, I know.
We were both doing that. Like, wow, that is so good.
That is really good.
And
I know, that's what we
I'm the one that's selling it, so it's kind of funny for me to say, wow, that's so good. Like, you just tasted it for the first time.
When we drink wine together, that's generally how it goes, right? It's always like, oh, what do you think? Oh, I think it's good. What do you think? I think it's great. All right, cool. Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah. No, I love this wine. I think it's absolutely stunning. It definitely, a lot of Muller Thurgau can be a little bit, I don't want to say a lot of them can be like it's not like a bad thing. They just tend to be like very like full-bodied and rich, right? Where I think that this is full-bodied and rich, but it's like it's very approachable at the same time, and very, very drinkable, very quenchable. What are some tasting notes that people might expect to see from this wine?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask your listeners what they're.
Hey, you know what? Let's do that, listeners. David, Diana, Lori, Nora. I don't know if Nora, if you're tasting with the Batemans or not, but let's find out. What do you guys
throw something at us? Come on, throw it at us.
But Lori lastly said, I'd never have guessed Riesling as one of the blends. She didn't say as one of the blends, but I know what she meant. She said it's much lighter bodied.
Right. Yeah. And it doesn't really taste like Riesling at all to me.
It doesn't taste like Riesling at all. Like you wouldn't, you wouldn't, I agree. You wouldn't guess that, like, that wouldn't be the first. Chris and Flair, what the fudge is going on, man?
See, I agree with Ashley.
Yes.
Lychee.
Ashley Sawyer said, I am getting almost lychee.
I am too, Ashley.
Yeah,
I agree with you on that. There's something else in there, though, that I'm hoping somebody is tasting but not quite putting their finger on, and then we're going to see if maybe you agree with this. But yes, what besides lychee?
Wes said, I'm surprised that the wine has good acid and is much less aromatic than I expected. Diana said, light pineapple. Oh, keep going, everybody. You're getting real close.
I agree with pineapple. Mm-hmm.
David, you can't say the same thing your wife said. She just said light pineapple. You can't type in light pineapple over here. You're sitting right next to her.
Oh, and Diana says, so delicious. I
Yep.
agree. And Ed
Yeah.
Revac, hey, how's it going, man? I just saw you yesterday.
Ed Revac is watching. What's up,
Yes,
Ed?
it's right there.
Lori Lastly said pear, and I agree with pear call. I think that's an
Totally.
excellent call.
All of these are in there. That's
Yeah,
why it's so fun, right?
for sure.
So we're
Let's see if
finding
anybody
one
gets it,
more.
Joni, though. Well,
I
there's one
know,
more that
right?
we're looking for. We'll narrow it down a little bit to because Joni and I both agreed on this when we were chatting about it. I couldn't quite put my words into what she was trying to look for, because she was like, it's this fruit, blah 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 blah, and I was like, I don't know, don't yell at me. And she was like, say the damn fruit, and I was like, I don't know, don't yell at me. That's totally how it went down in my head.
Something like that. No, I was saying, come on, it's in that dessert. I couldn't think of it either, which
Yeah,
really
that's right.
frustrates me. But it's in, the dessert that's really popular in Brazil, and also popular in Australia, in different areas around the country. It's delicious. It's really bright. It's tropical. Not papaya. No, not papaya. But what is it? And then I thought of it.
The Indian people really like it too. They like to make ice cream out of it.
Peach. Well, peach
Somebody
is not
already
the one
said
we're
peach,
after,
David.
but
Come on, damn it. Guava?
should we
Ooh,
say?
West said
Guava.
Guava's actually not a bad call.
It's
That's
a very
probably
good call.
yeah. Go ahead, Johnny.
You could.
Hit him with it.
Okay, passion fruit.
Oh, the passion fruit. Anybody picking up on the passion fruit once we said it? Of course, everybody's going to be like, oh, yeah, I pick up on the passion fruit.
Right?
Talking Indian is not offensive if you're Indian. It's offensive when white peeps like me try to desi speak. Lori said mango. David said kiwi. I think we were looking for, those are all true. But I think the thing that we were both kind of like in agreement on was the passion fruit. It's like, this wine definitely has a tropical note on it, especially on the palate. But then it speaks in terms of passion fruit for sure. And that was probably one of the reasons why I liked it, because I was like, I took a sip and then it threw me back into like childhood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where like some grandma or auntie fucking went to an Indian grocery store and bought passion fruit ice cream.
I'll tell you what, I had Indian food tonight, and this was delicious with it. It was it wasn't a spicy curry. It was very mild, but it had a little, I mean, it wasn't hot, but it was a little bit, Indian curry spices, and it was delicious.
There's like Indian hot, like the Indian, like I'm Indian, I eat spicy food.
Right.
And then there's like I'm white and I eat Indian food.
You probably wouldn't have liked it, but right. I did.
You'd be like, oh my God, it's really spicy. No, and to be fair, Joni, like I mean, listen, I'm in a house full of, don't worry about your Instagram. It'll catch up eventually.
Oh, it will?
Yeah, it will. If it drops out or whatever, then we'll just reconnect. It just takes a second sometimes. Don't sweat it. Just let it do its thing. What was I gonna say is that I'm married to a petite white woman, and my children, they're children. They don't eat spicy food. You know what I mean? And so in my house, when we have Indian food, generally speaking, it's very, very mild. So way they could actually eat it. So I'm in the same boat. So when I pair wines with Indian food, I usually have to add a little bit of spice to mine just to kind of get it to where I think people are going to, like a mid-range, because I don't want it to be like overtly spicy, but I want my family to be able to eat it. Diana said, I've only tried passion fruit flavored stuff. Then you kind of know what passion fruit tastes like.
Well, that's true.
You kind of have an idea, right? But for like fresh passion fruit, it's hard to come by. I love this wine. What do you guys? Hang on. Let's find out. How many of you guys made carnitas? How many of you guys made pork tacos in some way, shape, or form? Because I want to know. And I know I always go to tacos, but goddamn it, who doesn't like tacos? Like, if you don't like tacos, we can't be friends. You know what I mean? But it's just like an easy drinking wine that I thought would pair well with pork in particular, carnitas in particular. And then I thought carnitas probably had enough of a profile to pair well with the next wine, which is actually when I revisited it and I tasted it, it was like, wow, this is actually bigger than I thought. Wes, you made the pork tacos. How do you like the pairing? I want to know. David, Diana, what did you guys do for dinner? That's what I want to know there too. We ordered from Chando's,
Oh,
but it's not here yet. Okay, Ashley and Johnny, when you guys get Chando's, let me know how it goes. Chando's nachos carnitas, so good. Damn, I did garlic mushroom chicken. How is that working with this wine, James? I want to know. Also, that sounds fucking delicious. Garlic
it
mushroom
does
chicken.
sound good.
I just said it and I was like, give me some of
Mm.
that.
Okay, I need to take a little break and let you just talk without me because I forgot to charge my computer, so it's gonna die
Okay,
soon.
go grab your charger. Marianne said, we had carnitas tacos from Chando's. It was great. What the fuck? Everybody went to Chando's tonight? What is happening? What is the happenings? Shit. What time does Chando's close, man? I want to go to Chando's when I get done with this. The kids need to go night night so I can go to Chando's. Jordan, is there a Chando's out there, bro? Probably not, right? There is? No. No, wait, hang on, time out. Are you still in Midtown? Has the move not happened yet? Oh, okay, got it. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, man. Tomorrow. That's why the apartment is empty. That makes a lot more sense now. Got it. So the car. Well, we probably shouldn't tell the whole world that the car is loaded, but the car is loaded. There you go. Good answer. Nice. For those of you guys who haven't heard, Jordan is moving to Milwaukee, which is very, very fucking far away. But I'm
And
excited
cold,
to go to
kind
go
of
duck
cold.
stand. It's kind of cold. It's
Kind
a
of
little
cold.
chilly.
Apparently,
But you
it's
have
the
a lot of.
murder capital of the world, but that's fine.
Is
It
it really?
is?
Dang.
I
Well,
just saw there was
Wow.
a headline story on the LA Times like over the weekend. It was like Milwaukee leads the murder pandemic.
Great.
Dude, what the
Good to
fuck?
know.
And you're moving out there? Come on, man.
Yep.
But you're right on Lake Michigan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come down to Chicago now and then, to the big city.
Great place to hide bodies for sure.
Yep. Milwaukee River.
And what is taking you to Milwaukee?
To be closer to family, mostly. Yeah.
Is that where you're from?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Man,
okay.
this is bullshit, man. Don't encourage him. It's bullshit. West Coast is best coast, okay?
I agree. I'm a transplant, but
third
I'm not
coast.
leaving.
Third coast.
You're going to the
coast,
third
right now.
coast?
Yep.
Okay.
Seriously.
We'll miss you.
Man.
Sacramento will
yeah.
miss you.
I'll miss Sacramento. But I'll be
For
back.
sure. No, yeah,
Yeah.
man. I mean, it's not like we can't visit, you know what I mean? Plus, now we have a reason to come out to Milwaukee,
Right?
come to Chicago, come hang out, whatever, man. Like, we have a reason to come out to the Midwest. So,
Exactly.
yeah,
Encouraging everyone to come out. Check out Milwaukee if you haven't been.
we'll all book a flight together and just
All right.
crash at your place.
All at
Let's
once.
do it. Let's do it.
There's going to be like 20 Indians on your living room floor. Nah, Jordan, we appreciate you, man. I'm sad that you're leaving, but I'm excited for you and the wifey for sure.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah.
For sure.
And we'll still be here on the, Wine Talk with Tesh.
Yeah.
That's
Jordan
good.
is not going away. Yeah, Jordan is
It's-
still going to, even from BFE, he's going to be participating and he's going to be making the show look dope and all the fun stuff. So, yeah,
You're an
not like
important piece.
it's not like he's going away. So,
Yeah.
All right.
let's
So
see. Diana said, we wish we had time for carnitas. David made smoked ribeye cap. Wes said, I did carnitas, but don't do them myself. Tonight I did pork sirloin with garlic, then diced and fried. That's fucking sounds delicious.
yum.
Ed Revac said he's leaving too. Where are you going, Ed?
Oh, he's making it official now.
It's official. All right. I feel like a lot of people be leaving. Wes also said the Onze is nice with the tacos.
I bet.
Good.
I bet
I'm glad
it's
to hear that.
delicious.
James Shelby, I know you're watching, man. I need to know how this wine is working with your garlic mushroom chicken because I'm just curious. And then I'm curious how the red is going to work with that too. Big news, leaving for Texas next weekend. Next weekend, Ed Revac
That's
is like, I'm
crazy.
bro. You can go hang out with Misha? Misha
Yeah,
Johnson's out
exactly. Yeah.
there? Yeah.
Ed's family is from Texas. Well, are you from Texas, Ed, or is that where your family lives? I don't think he's from Texas. He's
I thought you were asking me for a split second. And I was like, motherfucker, do I look like I'm from Texas? Oh, man, that's funny. Yeah, Ed, we do want to know. Is your family out there? Is that why you're going out there?
Yeah,
He's going to respond any second.
Get back to us. Yeah. So should we taste the red?
For sure. Lori said, dude, there's a Chando's on Pleasant Grove. Dude, I know, man. I know where all the fucking Chando's are here. I just didn't know if Chando's had expanded out to the Midwest at all. Marianne said, when you drink wine with tropical flavors like this, is it good or bad to eat food with it that has the same tropical flavors?
Good thing. I think that's a good thing.
I think it's a good thing, too.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And Ed Revac said, no, I'm visiting family.
Okay.
Long
visit.
That's not leaving, man. Like, you're going on like a fucking trip.
No, he's moving.
Oh, is he?
I thought that's what he said. No, I guess not. I don't want to speak for Ed. So
well, he just said I'm visiting family. Ed, are you leaving or are you what's happening? I'm confused. I don't know.
He can get back with us.
Oh, okay. And then James said it's working well. The red is even better. Dope.
Good. All right. Oh, there you go. They're dicing some mangoes for their tacos.
But lazy as fuck.
Never
on that energy, bro.
It's Wednesday. It's hard to get that kind of energy going.
I feel you on that energy. I do. You know what's funny? Before we logged on, Joni and I were chatting, and I was like, "Yeah, it's been a really rough day at the office," and we're just joking about like how like it's like that just means so many different things for so many different people. And how, like, in my world, it's like, oh, my God, I just had to taste so many wines today. I'm just exhausted. I don't know what I'm going to do. It was a really rough day.
And they were all so good. I couldn't make up my mind.
How was I supposed to pick between the 5 first growths of Bordeaux? Like, I don't even.
Hell.
By the way. Hell. If I ever got to taste the 5 first growths of Bordeaux in one sitting, I would fucking live stream that shit and everybody would get to taste it with me. The movers are coming on Monday to pick up everything I own, and I'm getting in a motorhome and driving there starting on the 1st. So he is leaving.
Yeah, I think so.
He's leaving. He's like, bye, Felicia. I'm with that. Okay, cool. All right. Everybody, what do you got? Did you guys like the Muller Thurgau? I want to know, when you say here's a cracker for your palate, does everybody like this white wine? That's what I want to know. That's the $1 million question. And then we'll maybe Jordan can throw up a link if you guys want some. I got a couple bottles left. And then I see Jordan like panic, grab the mouse. Oh shit. I love it. Now I want to know what you guys think. And then so let me know while I finish this glass.
Do you like it as much as we do?
Right. Wes says yes.
Oh, good.
Wes, I knew that you would, though, bro. Like, as soon as you ordered, I was like, this dude's going to like both of these wines. They're really good.
Ashley says it's growing on her.
Yeah. I definitely agree. Ashley and Johnny, if you guys, I'm curious, have you guys drank, do you guys drink Muller Thurgau on a regular basis? Because if any of my followers would drink this varietal or be familiar with it, it'd be you two, because you guys are into like the geeky, obscure stuff that like most people haven't tried before. So yeah, I'm curious if Ashley and Johnny have had this varietal, or not, because I'm just curious. And David said he loved it. James Shelby said he loved it. And then we got a heart from Diana Leslie. Did you know that this is a thing? Like this like the heart right there?
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Do you see the heart? Do you see it? Do you see
like
it?
This? Yeah, I do. But
I didn't know that was.
I didn't know that. Isn't that clever?
Apparently that's a thing.
Looks like Wesley likes it too. Basically.
Yeah, he said basically, yeah.
Okay.
Ashley said, no, I don't think we have. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad I was able to introduce you guys to something new, because you guys do drink a lot of
So I'm
A
going
lot
to
of
tell you.
obscure varieties.
I'm going to tell you one more interesting factoid about this grape.
Hit us with the factoid.
Well, it's actually two factoids. One of them is it's the second most planted grape in Germany, still to this day, outside of Riesling. So, more than Gewürz or Pinot Noir or anything like that. And yes, I know. And it's also for what they call new varieties that were, cloned and established, in the late 19th century. So anything after that or mid 18th century is considered newish, right? So of all the new ones, this is the most widely planted. Wow. Even though it's pretty obscure, but still, who knew?
Yeah,
that's crazy. It's quite popular in Switzerland and Austria and Germany.
Rick said he arrived to the party late. What grape is it? It is Muller Thurgau. You need to go to winewithtesh.com and then click on virtual tastings and just scroll down a little bit. And then you'll see it. I can't get over how good it smells. It does smell incredible. But I think that I'm so glad that you guys love this. Definitely. Lori said, I think it would pair with a caprese.
Me too.
Yeah. And then David has said, definitely with caprese.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I think we're going to move on to the red. So cool. If you guys have it, please pour yourself a glass of the Fauno di Arcanum.
Right.
Boom, 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 boom. Pour yourself a glass of that. I've been letting mine sit and breathe because I had mine with dinner. And I don't think that my dinner, so I didn't have time to run to Chando's. I've been running all over the place. So our dinner was whatever my wife could make. So we had spaghetti and meatballs. And I think that the wine was okay with the spaghetti and meatballs. I don't think it was phenomenal. I think it would have been better with something like pork tacos. But that being said, the wine is delicious. And as I drank it, I was like, man, I just want to see this wine open up over the course of the next hour. So if for some reason, if you're drinking this wine and over the course of the next however long, pour it, let it breathe, swirl it, sip on it, come back to it, see how it opens up, because I think the wine really opens up over the course of time. So Aaron Ritchie said, hi, Johnny.
Hi. How's it going, Aaron?
Diana said, if who's not getting the Tesh box? Motherfuckers be hating, bro. I mean, I appreciate the love, but not everybody's into it. It's the funny thing about the Tesh box is like people always think that like you have to participate in this live tasting, and you really don't. Like you can just get the box and drink the wines. Like it's not. Yeah, I poured my glass 30 minutes ago. Okay, absolutely, Wes.
Good idea.
I'm glad that you did. Yeah, that's a perfect move.
Mm-hmm.
Il Fauno is amazing with the pork. Beautiful. I had a feeling it would be. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a feeling that it would be. Shit, guys, I think I'm going to go get some Chandos after this, even though I already had dinner. I had my first taste from the bottle while stuffing tacos in my face over the kitchen sink. She said, #mom life. I am excited to try the right way. You know what, Marianne? I'm going to argue that the way you tried it over the sink is the right way.
Seems like a good way to me.
That's real life.
Yep.
That's like when you work in a restaurant and like you have 2 seconds to eat, so you hover over a trash can and choke down whatever it is that they're serving for family meal.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me how to get on it better. Can we do it from Texas? Listen, so my live sessions get recorded, right? We're recording it right now, and it'll stay on YouTube and on Facebook, and it'll stay on Instagram. So you can always go back to my IGTV feed on Instagram on my profile, and you can always watch these live tastings after the event. That being said, no, I don't ship to Texas, unfortunately. But Ed, if it's something that you're serious about and you want me to ship to Texas, it just seems kind of like a weird point because I'm sure that you're going to stay in the wine game and you'll have access to all kinds of wine. But if you do want me to ship to Texas, I will work on making that happen. It's just a matter of me getting the right permits and stuff. It's a little bit tougher for smaller retailers such as myself And shipping laws are just tougher as opposed to wineries who can ship anywhere. I joined late. What are we drinking? We're drinking Cave de Onze Muller Thurgau, and then we're also drinking Il Fauno di Arcanum. They're really, really good. Hashtag moms rule. They really do.
They
Moms do
do.
rule.
Moms do rule.
Yeah,
Dads do also.
moms. Well, dads are trying. Dads are trying. So yeah. All right. Anyways, Joni, that was a really long transition into Il Fauno de Arcanum. So
Hmm.
I'm a huge fan of this wine. Um, I've carried it for several years. When I was at the kitchen, I
Hmm.
carried it for several years, several vintages back to back. Can you tell us about the winery itself, please?
Yes, I will. And thank you. You have been a fan for a long time. And I don't know if you agree with me, but over that time, the wine has always been really delicious, but it changes from vintage to vintage. And I feel like this is one of the best vintages they've produced. It's got more complexity and it's just a very polished wine. It always has been delicious, but I don't know. I really think that this has got some of the old world charm that Super Tuscans have. That's a little bit more complex than your average Cabernet, Merlot, Cab Franc blend. It might be because they Pierre Sayon, the winemaker, is a big fan of Cab Franc, and so he's increasingly putting a little bit more Cab Franc in the blends. But also, I think the vineyards themselves are coming into their own. And just producing really exceptional wines. We have the Arcanum is the name of the winery. It's in Tuscany. It's right actually in the middle of Arcino vineyards that are in Chianti. It's in the Chianti regions, but this is not a Chianti because it's made from not really Sangiovese grapes. It's non-traditional grapes, and so that's why it's called a Super Tuscan or an IGT. But what they have learned in Italy, in Tuscany, is that in that area is exceptionally good area for Bordeaux varieties like these. They just do really
For
well.
sure. For sure.
So
Joni, what is a Super Tuscan? So, James, to answer your question, yes, it is a Super Tuscan. Joni, what is a Super Tuscan for those of our followers who don't know or might not know what a Super Tuscan is?
a Super Tuscan is a wine that's made in Tuscany from non-traditional Tuscan grapes like Sangiovese. It's made from grapes that normally come from outside of Italy, Bordeaux, and the Rhone. So grapes like Cabernet, Merlot, Cab Franc, Petit, Verdot, and Syrah is also traditionally is often in a Super Tuscan. So the name was established because, vineyard owners, the noble men and women of Italy during the Second World War were not able to get their Bordeaux like they wanted, and so they just had their vineyard managers plant Bordeaux varieties in their vineyards. And then once the wine was made from those grapes, it ended up being really, really delicious wine, just spectacular. Sassicaia was the first one that came out as a Super Tuscan, and it was just incredible. It just, the quality just blew everyone's mind. But because it's not Chianti, it's not, it doesn't fall into any of the specific, rules of the strict rules of the Italian wines. They were just calling it a vino di table, which it just means table wine, and so they needed to come up with something that kind of gave it a little bit more pizzazz and said a little bit more about the quality. And so they decided to use, and it's an international wine, so they decided to use English, and called it a Super Tuscan, so that everyone would understand. It is outside of the Tuscan varieties, super meaning outside of, different than, but also exceptional, right? So anyway,
Joni just told it the most elegant way possible, but like, if I was a historian and I was telling that story, I'd be like, that was like the producers of Super Tuscans were like, fuck you, we're gonna make the wines that we want to make.
that's true too.
Right? That's kind of like what, in the ghetto world, right? That's how I would tell the
Yeah.
story.
That's true.
And they did. And then to Johnny's point, right? They ended up becoming incredible, the most sought after wines coming out of Italy, like fetching the highest prices and so on and so forth. And it's funny you mentioned Sassicaia, right, as being like the original one. It's funny how many people don't even realize how special these wines are. But like, I work for a private club. I'm not going to talk about this story by naming the club, but I work for a private club. And, when I got there, they were like, oh, we have this Sassicaia from 2011, and it's just kind of sitting here. And I was like, great. And they were like, what? And I was like, that's fantastic.
Oh, they didn't know?
Yeah, I was like, no, like Sassicaia laying down for several years is amazing. Like, that's a good thing, because it's going to come into its own 10-15 years. Like that's a great wine. But they didn't understand the significance behind Super Tuscans and why they're so cool. And thank you for telling the story, Joni, because I know that there's some of my followers who have told that story to in person, and they love it, and they're just like, it's so cool that like this small group of producers were like, we need to grow what we want to grow, and we're going to operate outside of the quote unquote local wine laws,
Right. The very strict laws that really didn't make a whole lot of sense. And they haven't looked back. It was a success right off the bat.
Right out the gate, for sure. Lori said, I'm getting leather and oak.
I like that leather.
I'll pick up on the leather for sure. When you say oak, you have to describe that though. Like what do you mean by oak? Like there's usually oak influence. So I'm curious what you mean by oak. What are you picking up that's making you think oak? Wes said there's some kind of minerality in there that I miss in Napa blends, plus a rustic European edge for sure. This wine is undoubtedly European. Like it's not your ripe, fruit forward California red wine. It has a lot more characteristics than that. So Il Fauno is amazing with the pork.
Dusty. I agree with you, Lori.
Yeah, Dusty. Yeah, Dusty's a great call. Dusty's a great call. I like that.
When someone was saying a minerality, that was what I was hoping someone would say, because it's very, very much of a dusty flavor.
Yeah, they nailed it. Yep, for sure. For sure. What else, Joni? What is there? If you were describing this wine, how would you describe it?
Well, I just think it's a very well-rounded, kind of soft, silky or velvety tannins. It's very aromatic. It has beautiful dark fruit on the nose and in the palate, and I do also like the calls of the non-fruit, the leather, and the dust, and it has an old world charm to it. A little bit, not really quite barnyard, but close. It has a little bit of that certain thing that makes it taste European, which is desirable. The Cab Franc, I think, has given it some nice pepper notes, little greener notes, which are kind of nice, really
Definitely
nice.
pick that up on the finish for sure.
Just an enjoyable, delicious, full-bodied red wine, dry.
Agreed. So, Joni, I recommended pork tacos for both of these wines because I thought it would like work in between both wines, right? But if you were just drinking Muller Thurgau, what would you recommend pairing with it?
Well, you know what? I think if the tacos is a good idea with like whoever was talking about mango, throwing some mango on top. Wouldn't that be a fun pairing? So, because you get the tropical and you get the kind of the rich rich pork, but I don't know, man. I think like a nice fresh seafood salad would be really nice. Anything light would be great with that. I think maybe even Thai food would be good.
Ooh, Thai food.
Hmm.
That would be really good. And then what about the Fauno di Arcanum?
Well, I don't know. I think I would want to go a little bit more little bolder flavors maybe next time.
Mm-hmm.
You probably weren't remembering it, as you said earlier, that it was as big of a wine as it is. So it'd be nice to
Right.
try it with a nice roast beef or steak, or
Yeah.
some other full flavored red meat
Yeah.
stew.
Steak tacos. Really switching it up.
Carne asada.
Carne asada tacos, man. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
There's a taco for every situation. You guys don't even know. Wes said lamb. Actually, I think this would
Oh,
do incredibly
sure.
well with lamb. Yeah,
It would
absolutely.
be great.
Something like osso buco. Man, I
Mm,
had osso buco last Friday.
mm,
And dude, I would, 100%. If I could
yeah,
go back and wash that
totally.
down with this, that would be amazing.
You're right.
Lori, I know that you would buy more of this, but I think you'll have to check the website. I'm pretty sure that the Alessios just bought the last of it. So I got a notification on my phone while we were live that said that I have a new order, and it's from the Alessios.
Maybe there's a little bit more. Yeah, the winery might have a little bit more available.
They're
Possibly, I could look into it for you.
Lori, if you want to buy a case, I got you.
Oh, well, who's eating ribeye tonight? Man,
The
David.
ribeye steak is awesome with both wines.
I bet.
He said with both wines. He must be having
He's had
a great
few.
night.
So
No, that's
good.
dope, man. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. I love both of these wines. I think that they're fantastic. I think they showcase really well in terms of what you should expect from that varietal. I think that Muller Thurgau is kind of what you would expect from a really well built, high quality Muller Thurgau. And then if you're talking about Super Tuscans, this is kind of like, this is it, man. This is really, really delicious. Unless you want to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars getting into like the big boys like Ornellaia
Absolutely.
or Sassicaia, you know what I mean? But I think for, sub $30, I think it's amazing. Eating in one hand, texting with the other. I feel you, baby. Do you? Eat. Does anybody have any other questions about any of the wines? Or Johnny, do you have anything else that you need to touch on? Or
I don't
want to touch
think
on?
so. No, we did. I think we did these wines proud tonight.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, I
Don't you?
agree. I mean, you did all the talking about the wines. I was just kind of here, so, but yeah, you did
Nah,
fantastic.
no, you did too.
Thank you, Wes. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for joining, dude. And thanks for picking up the wines and participating. It means a lot. I can't believe that I'm rounding 1 year for the business for winewithtesh.com. It's just it's crazy to me.
Congratulations on that.
Thank
That's
you.
really cool. Very exciting. You done great.
Yeah, thank you. It's kind of crazy, man. Like I can't believe that that it just like 1 year has already gone by. So please, I will tell you guys this because I'm still locking in details because I don't know what exactly it's going to look like. But for those of you who are watching and those of you who are following along, please save the date, October 9th. It's a Saturday. I'm going to try and put a small event together. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, so I don't want to share any details yet. But October 9th, save the date, in the evening in particular. Kind of want to do something to celebrate since we're not going to be doing Tesh Talk boxes. If you still want if you're a regular subscriber to the Tesh Talk box, shoot me a message and let me know if you want me to send you some wine anyways. And if you don't shoot me a message, I'll just cancel next month's subscription and we'll move on to the following month. But if for some reason you do want some dope wines, I have some stuff in the cellar and inventory that I could send to you. It may be maybe 3 bottles, it may be 4 bottles, it may be 2 bottles. But I do have some spectacular wines that I'd love to share with you and get in front of you. So yeah, Wes said, thanks for helping me lose my wine talk with Tesh virginity. So gentle, so gentle. Listen, baby, I'm here for you. Okay, I just want to get on here and just say thank you for joining me tonight. Yeah, it was a lifesaver during the pandemic. You know what's crazy, man, with this Delta variant going around? Like, I feel like I'm hearing more and more people getting COVID right now, which is just bonkers to me. So be out there, but be safe. Take care of yourself. All that good stuff. I have an Il Fauno talk box. Perfect.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Lori, what is an Il Fauno talk box?
I don't know what that means. I think that she got it. I ordered 2 wines today. Will you just get as close to the subscription price and add 2 more to make it a Tesh Talk box for October? Please, please, and thank you. Marianne, I got you. I'll shoot you an invoice for you'll get it. I got you. Yeah, I'll take care of that. Diana said, love sexy voice Tesh. Yes for the night. Hey, yo, girl, you know what I'm saying? I just want to, hey, yo, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. Nora said, yes for the 9th. Christy will be here too. Actually, Nora, that's one of the reasons. Christy was one of the few people who reached out to me and was like, hey, I really want to participate in this thing. Can you schedule it while I'm here? And I was like, absolutely. Like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, you're coming from LA to hang out? Absolutely. Like, we can definitely figure this out. And Lori said, my October box. Okay, cool.
Oh.
So here's the thing. There won't be any Il Fauno in it because all the Il Fauno just got sold. But I will have some other stuff in there for you. That being said, if you want more Il Fauno, I'm happy to acquire it for you and just get it to you. Like 1 case swoop, here you go. There is a discount involved with that. If you guys ever buy a full case, hit me up first because I'll get you a little 10% discount. But if you can commit to the whole case, I can get you a better price on it. Okay, so I do that in case you didn't know. That is available as a little treat for everybody who's watching. Joni, you're gonna have to help me out. Lori's like,
I know.
please. I'm like,
no, we'll figure something out.
We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. If you want 4 bottles of Il Fauno, I got you, girl. Thanks to you both. You guys have great chemistry. Oh, Joni, I think we have great chemistry.
We do.
Oh man. We've known each other for a long time, and we kind of understand each other. We know Joni knows obviously what to sell me and how to sell me it.
Well, I show him pretty much everything in the book, so he ends up buying something from me.
That's fairly true. You do show me a lot of product. So yeah, no, the wines speak for themselves. If any of you are interested in some high-end wines, wines that I'm going to be honest, they're special. I'll say that. They are special. If you are interested in some very special wines, Joni has some stuff that I think are just absolutely worth laying down and enjoying, or even just saving for special occasions. She has brands like La Jolla, Mount Brave. What else is there?
La Jolla,
Cardinal.
Chris Carpenter wines, Pierre Sion wines.
Verite is another one.
Mm-hmm. Truth.
Yeah, she has some incredible brands that are so good that I can't just like order that stuff unless I have a game plan for it. Mm-hmm. So if you are interested and I get several people interested, I can order that stuff for you guys. But I can't, the size of my business is currently too small for me to justify ordering some of this stuff. But I would love to carry that stuff for you guys if you're interested. Nora said, let's go Giants. That's from Marianne. Read it out loud. Oh.
Okay, let's go Giants.
All right, let's go Giants. Okay, Marianne, there you go. Will any of your co-hosts be at the gathering next month? So Joni just found out 5 seconds ago that October 9th is going to be the event. So I need to find out if she's
Yeah.
available on October 9th. And if not, that's okay because
What time does it start? Because I
in
have
the
something.
evening,
I have
5:30,
something.
6:30ish.
Okay, I do have something earlier in the day that might preclude
So
me.
we'll definitely figure it out. But
Okay.
hey, do me a favor. For those of you guys who are watching, if you guys are, girl, Diana, what's up? I see you. Not Diana L'Alessio, but Alessio. But I mean, I see you, Diana, but the other Diana. Hey, girl. Thanks for tuning in. Please, if you guys are watching right now, if you hear anything tonight, please send me an email or a text message letting me know if you're interested in coming on October 9th and if you'd actually be able to come, because I'm trying to get like a head count and make plans for this and all that fun stuff. And it's hard to do all that without knowing like if anybody's like wanting to come. So Ashley, thank you for letting me know. Nora, I know you and Christy are interested, so thank you for letting me know. The rest of you guys watching, James Shelby, Marianne, Ralph, find somebody to watch those kids and let me know if you guys can come, because I think it would be a lot of fun, and I think
It will be.
I think it'll be really cool. So, all right, guys, if you guys don't have any more questions, wait, hang on. David said, "Love me some Ashley." David, do you know Ashley? Or are you just being? Wait, what? David, what? Okay. If if you guys don't have any other questions in regards to the wines, we are going to log out, and we are very, very appreciative of you guys. Again, don't be surprised. We are not doing Wine Talk with Tesh next month. Shoot me an email, shoot me a message if you still want a box with some goodies in it. I'm happy to shoot that your way. If you don't want a box with some goodies in it, then that's okay too. I'm not offended by it. That's all right. Just shoot me a message and let me know one way or the other. Joni,
Yes, it
you
was
the
so much
best.
fun. Thank you so
the
much
best,
for
dude.
letting me join you again tonight.
Thank
It's
you.
really
Thank
fun.
you for being a trooper and for coming on here. For those of you guys who don't know, like this is not, Joni is like people talking online. You gotta think twice about that. Me, I'm a fucking ham. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And also,
Well,
like
it's the technical difficulties that get me tripped up, but they're pretty good today. We did all right.
We did
today.
great. No, we got it. We got it ironed out. We got it figured out. So it's all good.
We did. My cell phone is barely hanging on up there. It looks like it's gonna fall any minute, but it didn't fall. Well, it fell, but I caught it, so we're still good.
See, you caught it. That doesn't even count. It doesn't even count.
So yeah, I'm kind of a pro now.
No, for sure. No, we appreciate you very much making time for all of us. All right, guys. I won't see you guys in 2 weeks. I hope to chat with you all over the next few weeks. And again, shoot me an email, shoot me a text message. Let me know if you're interested in the 9th. And I for those of you who already responded, I know I got your soft RSVP, and I'll count you in. Until
Sounds like a great party.
It's going to be a good time. Until November, be well and drink wines that mean something to you. Joni, thanks so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Cheers.
Okay?
You
All
too.
right.
Bye.
My friend. Cheers.
Cheers.